Okay, it's 9/11. The joke's not funny. Okay. Okay. All right. Ask. What was it again?
A near-death experience.
Did you say a violent one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know if this is considered a near-death experience. So just tell me if it is. Shit could have gone sideways, I'd say. Did I tell you about the skinhead story?
No.
That's surprising. Okay. So I'm in middle school, so I'm like 13 or 14, and I'm growing up in Riverside. This is before things got more mixed. You know what I mean? This is before LA came around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm growing up in Riverside, and like everywhere you go, you're the only black person, right? And so I got used to that. I got used to getting called a nigger. I got used to the cops getting weird. I got used to all the shit. And and so I had to stay after school for math. Like I think I was getting tutored. And so by the time I was walking home, nobody else was around. And I wasn't big or intimidating in any way. I was tall. I was like lanky. You know when people the fucking when around someone's wrist when they like that you put your thumb and your index around someone's wrist when they were like thin. Like I had to deal with that shit all the time.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm walking, and there's these group of kids. I want to say there's about 4 or 5 of them. Maybe I'm exaggerating in my head. I don't know. But they're all dressed in black, and they were saying something. They were like whispering. They were like, it sounded kind of like I could hear it. And so, like the innocent young child that I was at the time, I turned around and thought, oh, I wonder what they might be saying to me. I guess I should walk towards them like a fucking idiot. And so I'm walking over, and by the time I got close enough to where it was like, oh, there's no turning back at this point, I realized he was just saying nigger over and over again. So he just kind of amped it up as I got closer. He was like nigger, 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 over and over again. And then I saw that he was holding a butcher knife.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? White people are white people are crazy as fuck.
That's weird, man.
That's super fucking weird, right? That's so weird. Like, look, if you got a pocket knife, like that's one thing. Yeah, sure, fine.
A butcher's knife.
He had a fucking cleaver, like a real. Like he decided. He made a decision that day. He woke up and he said, "I'm gonna take the big one today." He decided to do this in broad fucking daylight. And this is in the stuff, like, when I watch Get Out, white people listening, really, really, please listen. Please listen. When I watch Get Out in the very beginning when Lakeith Stanfield's walking around, first off, the fact that we got a famous actor named Lakeith Stanfield is fucking dope. But when he's walking around the suburb and he's like on the phone, he's like this creepy fucking suburb or whatever, there's this eerie vibe to it. Normally suburbs are presented so cheery. They're presented as like they're turned on their head, but not in like a joking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas for me, the suburbs were actually kind of scary because you're walking places and there's nobody. It's not like LA or it's not like a big city where there's people all over the place walking around and like I understand the dangers of that. But it's just as fucking dangerous to walk around where there's nobody.
Right.
And there's something about like where we live. I know we were bitching about it like 5 episodes ago, but about this place. But there is something to be said about going places and you look like everybody else. Your hair doesn't. Nobody pays any mind to it because everyone else's hair looks like yours. Like you just blend in.
Right.
And I've never, ever had that. And I'm not saying it's not dangerous here. I'm not saying it doesn't fucking suck here. It's really frustrating. And I'm getting, like, I'm understanding a lot of stuff and a lot of perspectives more now and I didn't really get it before. But I'm still really adamant when I say, like, it's so much nicer when people look like you. You just get to blend in. Either way. What was I saying? I digressed. So the dude with the cleaver. So I'm like, I remember my mom always taught me like logic. Like, you're not gonna die over some dumb shit. Like she was a social worker and she worked in prisons and shit. So she was super hardened to craziness and nonsense.
Right.
And so she was just really aggressive because she didn't want me to get raped or murdered or kidnapped or whatever. And so in that moment, like, I don't know, what would you do if you were a kid in that situation?
If I saw they had a butcher's knife,
Yeah, if you're like 14.
I'd
Because,
turn the fuck around and probably walk faster the other way.
see, I don't know, my mom trained me in a weird way. Because in my head, I remember feeling like, oh, I'm getting all the scenarios right now. Like, what is the safest way for me to get out of this situation? Because if I turn around and run, that's going to make them like, oh, we're running now. This is what we're doing. And if I try to fight them, that's fucking stupid.
Right.
So I gotta like remove myself from the situation without antagonizing them. So I was immediately like, yeah, I'm a nigger. All right, have a good day, guys. Like I immediately was like, no, we're not doing this. No, yep, okay. You win this battle. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'll take that L, sir.
Jeez.
Thank you very much. And I went back to the school and I snitched like I fucking should have.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I snitched on them. Yeah, I said it. Niggas. Come at me.
Yeah.
Come at me, nigga. Yes, I snitch. Yes, I fucking snitch in that
You
situation.
gotta snitch sometimes.
So I tell the principal or whatever, I'm like, all right, look, there's whatever these such and such kids, they're outside, they got a cleaver, and they just accosted me, officer. Like no, I don't think I was that
You
hurt.
didn't have cops at the schools yet, huh?
We had like lame ass security.
Oh.
We had like an old lady, which
Yeah.
I don't want to say her nick. I'll say, hold on a second. Right, like that's way too mean. That's way too mean. And on the off chance that someone's listening that from my high school, like that's way too mean. But there was a pretty fucked up nickname they had for her. Either way, so so I told them, and they go out to deal with it. I never had to deal with those kids again that I can remember. And my mom comes to pick me up because fuck that, I'm not walking home. And so my mom comes. I remember she comes through the door and she said, "What did he do?" Like immediately assumed I was in trouble, like I did something wrong. And I wasn't like a bad kid. I wasn't even mischievous. I was hyper. Like I got into shit because I had energy. I wanted to do something, and I had nothing to put towards my energy, or my energy towards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was super hyper. My mom comes in and is like, "What did he do?" And the principal or whoever was like, "No, he didn't do anything. He was just he didn't do anything wrong." And pretty sure she. All right, okay. Caveat to what I say next. This is a memory from a very long time ago. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I remember she laughed a little bit. I remember when she was like, it wasn't like, "What did he do? Such and such happened. Ha 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 ha, fuck him." It wasn't like that. It was like, she understood what happened, and then like 10, 15 minutes go by and she's talking to another person. I'm pretty sure that person's black. Pretty sure they are. And she's like, "Oh, he gets it now, huh?" Yeah, and then the other person's like, "Yeah, he's a little shook up, but you know." And they seem so fucking calm. So like, yeah, of course. And I remember my mom always like warning me. Like when I started being able to drive, she was like, if a cop ever stops you, like, and you're in an area where not a lot of people are around, try to get to a place where more people can see you. Don't let them go into your car. Yes sir, no sir. Everything I did with the guy, like immediately, you saw that. Like and so, yeah. So my mom taught me how to be around cops, and she was because she was in law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
She was in like a part of that. She had to do cadet training. My mom has, I think, messed me up in a lot of ways, but she's a tough motherfucker. She took pepper spray to the face, and she got tasered for training. Some crazy shit, right? So like, when I talk to Blue Lives Matter people, they're like, "You don't understand. My dad's a fucking officer." And it's like, my mom went through the shit too, and she broke down why these fucking people are racist. She explained it to me. She was very much like, Like they have control. Like you look different, so get ready. Like that's what the fuck's gonna happen. So yeah, fucking yeah. I know the hood's the hood. I get that. I understand the dangers of that, but it's also pretty fucking scary to be alone in the suburbs. So end of that story. That was my near death experience. Does that count? Yeah, does that count as near death experience? And do you
Yeah.
have follow up questions?
Whatever. Do you know what happened to those kids?
I have no idea what happened to those kids.
Did you see them at school prior to that?
I never. To my memory, I don't remember ever seeing them before.
You're not even sure if they went to that school.
No idea.
But they were kids.
They were kids.
Hmm.
I'm picturing. You know when you kind of. You know when you remember stuff and it's in almost like cartoon form.
Yeah.
Like it's a broken down version. I'm picturing like Kids Next Door style, where there's the front smallest one is holding the cleaver, and then you got the big one to the side, and the skinny one, and the goofy looking. Like I'm picturing it like that, though I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that.
That's
Weird, right?
I wonder where they are now.
I know, right? Probably doing meth. All right, well, that was a life story.